Hello and welcome to another episode. Here we go, vlog number 3. Still don't know how to do these, but let's do them. Alright, so we got today meeting with my professor. We're going to snack some lunch. Who knows if they have any vegan options, but if not, always got a backup in the backpack. So we're doing that. Then I'm going to walk to the bike shop, get the bike back, then maybe cruise around, explore a little bit. And then, yeah, so we'll see what the day brings. We'll see what the meals are. Let's do it. Let's live it.
But yeah, you can do it now, right? What's it? A video?
Yeah.
I wonder if they got that from, I think they did. I guess they got that from Amon, the bamboo technique. But, you here lunch. What you
Fine
eat today?
dining.
What you eat today? No, and I enjoy that too. That's like a camping, certain kind of
Camping every day.
thing too. Yeah, which I enjoy. I'm not against that. I'm not saying that that's less than, because I love camping. I haven't been camping in a long time. Jenny's
3.8 liters per flush. A gallon every time this thing flushes. Come on. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. Why are we wasting water like this? It's crazy. So that's why I always pee on the side of the urinal. So it doesn't flush when I'm on back. Call me crazy, but this is insane. So on my way to the bike shop, gonna pick up the bike, have some fun, tool around a bit, explore some areas. Easy. So with the tin fruit, other people might have said, "Oh, I can't do that because, I don't want to, look weird at a fancy restaurant eating tin fruit, tinned peaches, delicious." But you know what? You got to do what you want to do. Like I always say, do what you want to do. Don't let anybody spoil your having fun or enjoying yourself or being healthy. Life's too short to do that. So eat your tin fruit at the fancy restaurant and don't give a crap what other people say. So walked to university, met with my professor, had some lunch, tin fruit, and then looked over my resume. And I'm not a fan of the resume, or I didn't used to be, because I thought it was just some superficial crap, but the way I sort of redid mine sort of shows more about who I am. It's less, cutthroat and corporate. It's really just all about this, sort of talking about this and, why it's important to me. And, so been doing that. So let's keep walking. So here it is. This is the Mango Mobile. These things work great. No meat athlete. Representing. So I got the gator skin tires. These are pretty new. Good tires. Don't know what to say about the bike. Don't know how to do a review. But in terms of how it's been going good. Have these pedals. For when I'm just doing like a mile around the town, get something. The clip on the other pedals, pretty good. And what else? Got the bottle cages. Gotta have the bottle cages. Helmet. Just in terms of helmet, I guess just get whatever helmet fits you, whatever helmet you like. This is a really cheap helmet. This is like $30. I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know if it'll do the same job as a more expensive helmet. This just looks like styrofoam. Yikes, I don't know. So this is aluminum frame. I'm pretty sure this is a carbon fork though, which I don't know if I'm too happy about. Pretty sure this is a carbon seat post. Also, I don't know if I'm too happy about that. That's also a carbon seat. Synthetic leather, specialized tube, very hard saddle, and yeah. So this thing's been going good. It's about a little over a year old, and yeah, grip tape still good. So yeah, this is, I think it's a Trek Madone. Pretty sure, 53.4 centimeters or 52 centimeters frame. Still, this is the original wheel on the back. Still got good life on it. So yeah, that's the bike. That's the steed. These are the shoes. Peeling potatoes. Just tossing the peels in the garden. Easily done. So here it is, ladies and germs. It's just steamed potatoes. Steamed potatoes, a little bit of salsa. Keeping it simple, keeping it light, carbing up. And that's it. So question is, what do you think of video games and TV? Well, I used to play a lot of video games and watch a lot of TV. And I reached a point where I said, this shit isn't, it's fun. And it makes me happy, but it really isn't serving my life, and it really isn't making me really happy. It isn't making me. When you have like a really good relationship and you're just really connected to that person, whether it's romantic or a friendship or whatever, and you exercise with somebody, or you're in a sports game, or you have a really meaningful conversation with somebody, and the amount of happiness and the amount of satisfaction you get from that is tremendous, and you can't replace that with anything else. For me, TV and video games didn't cut that. It didn't cut it. So, I don't know. I think it's pretty low quality, and most of the games I was playing were just killing other people, which doesn't really make sense if I don't really believe in that stuff. So it was kind of weird, but once I stopped doing that, and once I stopped watching TV, I don't know. I feel like a lot more free time freed up. So I started exercising more. I started playing more sport. Started cycling more. I started just hanging out at university, just talking to people, and we're just reading. And then if somebody would come over and talk to me because I'm wearing the shirt or whatever. Life just becomes so much more freaking rewarding when you have the time, and the reason why I was playing video games up until such a recent point is because I grew up with them. My brothers and I would just play video games. Too much. Since I was 4. Super Nintendo, we play it all the time. And then I remember playing this game called GoldenEye I think when I was 5 or 6 when they came out. And think about it now, it's ridiculous, and I would never let my kids do that kind of stuff. I have a friend who has kids, and they always say, "Oh, Daddy, let's play video games," and they're 4 or 5 years old. I'm thinking, this is crazy. So anyway, so that's what I think about video games. TV, same thing. Why do I have to, watch something else telling me how to think, how to act? Whether it's a family or it's a action-packed show or whatever. Why do I have to? These people are telling me what to think, and television tells your vision what to do. It tells lies to your vision. So, I don't know. Documentaries. I like documentaries, but there are a lot of documentaries that sort of. I don't know. I think there's a lot of documentaries that aren't useful. So I feel like information you should be able to apply it to your life. Well, 1, apply it to your life. 2, it should be applicable to your situation, and it should be actionable. 3, a lot of documentaries are just like, it, the information, that corporations run America or run the world. Why do you need to watch a documentary on that and get depressed? And so I think documentaries are good. if you could apply it to your life. But otherwise, I think it's just another thing to keep your mind busy, pacify your mind. It's like reaching for the phone to check your text messages or whatever when you're in an awkward situation or waiting for a plane. So the more and more you can get away from these things, the more and more you can get away from YouTube. Because a lot of times people use YouTube instead of actually doing something, changing their life. They watch YouTube videos of people doing that and be like, wow, it's great, it's great. But they don't act on it. I know I can say this because this is what I used to do. So anyway, so that's what I feel about video games. So let's check out the next question. Okay, so another question. What are you going to do with all your knowledge and information outside of YouTube? Of course, keep doing YouTube, but truly you need to expand all this. If you could, what would you do to expand the people you can reach and change? I got a lot of things cooking. Let's just say that. I think the same thing. I think this is a message that, really needs to get out. And I think Freely the Banana Girl is doing an awesome job of getting the message to the masses. During Ryder as well. There's a lot of people in the raw food movement. The health movement. I shouldn't really say raw food movement. A lot of people doing good stuff. And a lot of celebrities now going vegan. So let's just say I got a lot of things cooking. Or not cooking, ripening. A lot of things ripening right now. So that's a sort of tentative thing. But I agree. I think what I want to do and what I'm doing now is what I want to do. But finding a way, keep increasing subscribers, keep increasing people that see the message, that see somebody who's real, who's fucking real, and not some fake plastic person you see on TV or even YouTube. Like I said before, you see people on YouTube that are just obviously fake and obviously whatever. Anyway, that's another video. But I think more exposure, doing more, having more content, and also because I want to share with people what I learned in university, what I learned with environmental humanities, and sort of bringing it into the larger picture, sort of working from the inside out, helping yourself so that you can help others more. So like I said, a lot of things cooking, but we'll see what happens with it. All right, I won't share any ideas yet, but that's it. So let's check out one more question. Yeah. Okay, so 2 quick questions. What was that powerlifter's name? I mentioned Mike Vlacity in my video yesterday. Check him out. Also, what are the best foods to take while in a camp for 7 days? I don't know. Do you mean a tent? Or if you're just in a tent, I would bring dried fruit and rice. Something that's easy to carry, easy to cook. Dried fruit is probably a good backpacking food. I don't know what camp means, but I think that's what I would do. I have a question for you. I'm a circus artist and I train 4 days a week in 3 hours and 3 hours every day. So I need a lot of fuel to sustain it. Yeah, no shit. That's awesome. I'm currently following a high carb, low fat vegan diet, and I'm trying to simplify my life. My question is, I finished my training routine at 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then I have to walk home about 30 minutes, have some dinner, and then go to sleep. How can I implement the early sleeping habit with my training? So this person's asking how to get to bed early when you physically can't. I always say do the best you can in the moment, in the day, but don't lie to yourself. Don't tell yourself that you can't do something when you really can. Also, try and eat before you get home, because if you get off work at 10:30, 11 p.m., 22:30, 2300, if you get home that late and you're eating and then going to sleep, it's not going to have the best results. So if you can find a way to eat before you leave work, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, depending on your training or whatever, after your training, I would do that first. Next time you go to training, do that. But go to bed when you can. So see if you can get home earlier. I know it might sound impossible, but a lot of times just you talk to the right person and they say, yeah, you can train this time and blah, blah, blah. So try and get home early, trying to get to bed early, but if you can't, do the best you can. If you get home at 11, go to bed at 11. Drink a liter of water, go to bed at 11. If you get home at 12, go to bed at 12. If that's the best you can do, that's the best you can do, but try and do better. You can always try and do better. But yeah, the eating thing, I would definitely try and eat, 6, 7 o'clock. 11 o'clock is pretty late to eat, especially if you're doing all this training, you're high carb vegan, and sounds like you're doing the right thing, getting enough calories. If you're gonna have bowls of pasta, bowls of potatoes, bowls of rice, banana smoothies, I mean, you're gonna have like 2,000 calories for dinner, 2,000, 3,000 calories just for dinner, which is probably what you should. At 11 o'clock at night, I mean, you're not gonna have the best time sleeping because you need at least an hour before you go to sleep. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. And so, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. 5,000 subscribers. I didn't think I would reach this day, to be honest. I remember sitting in Hawaii, sitting in the cabin while it's raining, crying to myself why I'm not making the impact that I want to make. I had like 100 subscribers at the time. You do what you do, and people like this message. People like the authenticity of it, and people doing the similar thing. They don't want to see fake. They don't want to see fully fake videos. People want real results. They want real people doing what they want to do. Just want a community, because that's what we lack a lot of times in our society. So thanks for the support. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's change the world. So thanks for watching. Put your comments down below. Put your comments down below. Any question you want, any question, whether it's personal, whether it's work related, whether it's, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see me keep doing these vlogs? Do you want to see these things? Do you want to see them? What do you guys want to see? So, as always, may your Ben as always be bright, and simply living, because you simply live. Live simply so others may simply live.